guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my January favorites, and I'm really excited because I found so many new things this month that I love, and I have some drugstore, some high-end. I just have a lot to share with you, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you want to see all my favorites for this month, then let's just get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you guys is something I actually want to demonstrate because I need to blot right now. But this is the rice paper from Palladio, I believe is how you say it. I always get it wrong. But it's an oil-absorbing blotting tissues with rice powder. This has rice powder on it on one of the sides of the sheets. You can blot with any side, but I always blot with the matte side, which has the rice powder on it. You basically blot away all the oil and everything. It also adds a little bit of powder to your face, so you don't have to add extra powder on top and extra layers. And it's literally amazing. It's amazing. So let me show you because I need to do it right now. They just come out like this. Okay. Alright, that was bad. And I like to take this side instead of this side, and I will just blot my face with it. Now, when you first look at your sheet, you're like, oh my god. You're like, it's taking off all my makeup, but it's really not. Not at all. But look. I know. It's gross. If you're oily like me, and you don't necessarily always want to put more powder on top, I think these are perfect for you. And what's great about these is they're drugstore. So you can find these at Ulta. I'm not too sure where else they're sold, but I know for sure they're sold at Ulta. And look at that. Like, it looks like it's taking off a lot of your makeup, but it's really not at all. It's just taking up all the excess oil, and I feel like it's taking up excess makeup as well. So I love these. I carry these around with me everywhere because they're my absolute favorite. And I feel like they have really nice packaging as well. And really quickly, I want to talk about some skincare products that I have been loving as well. First is the Nars Skin Total Replenishing Eye Cream. I love this for day-to-day use. I always keep it at my vanity, so before I put on makeup, I can put on some more eye cream just so it's really nice and hydrated. But I like it because it's kind of a cooling sensation, and it really does kind of minimize the look of my fine lines. And I also love the packaging of this. I just think it's so sleek and pretty. I honestly didn't have too high of hopes for this because I've never tried Nars skincare, but this is actually really, really great and perfect for daytime. And then another product that I love for daytime and nighttime is this Benefit Total Moisture Facial Cream. This stuff is phenomenal. I have oily skin, but after I wash my face sometimes with different products, my face will feel really, really dry, and I do not like that feeling at all. And when your skin feels dry like that, it's not good for your skin because your skin's going to be like, oh, hey, I need to produce more oil because this girl ain't got none. And you're like, yes, I do. And then it just produces more oil, and it gets on your nerves, and it just looks like a hot mess. I struggle with it all the time, but honestly, ever since I've been using this, it hydrates my skin enough to the point where I don't get as oily throughout the day. And this is a pretty thick cream. When you put it on, you're like, oh man, I should have used this for nighttime. But as long as you let it set into your skin and really sink in, it's just going to sink in perfectly. You're not going to have any residue on your face. It will all sink in, I promise you. Even if you have oily skin, this stuff is so good, and you get a ton of product in this, and the little cork top is just the cutest. Okay, another thing from Benefit that I discovered this month I have been in love with. I'm going to need this in stock. Like, I'm going to need this in bulk because I'm obsessed and I love it so much. It is the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue. Now, when I first got this, it did have like a little bit of instructions, and it has like a little bit on the back, but you don't necessarily know exactly what to do with it unless you're told, or unless, you know, they posted an Instagram post and I watched it, and I finally figured out how to correctly use it. But you use it after you moisturize and everything, and before your primers. And this is great because it is a gel, so since it's gel, it's going to sink into the skin really quickly and easily. It's not going to leave behind any residue on your skin. But this makes my skin feel so soft, and it really does blur out some of my pores. And this, with the Marc Jacobs foundation, is heavenly. Since I put this all over my face, my whole face is smooth and it's ready to go. And then I do add my primers on top, which are the ones I use from Smashbox all the time. And once I put my foundation on, I swear my foundation has never looked better. It just looks so smooth, and it really glides on, and my skin feels very hydrated. And the oil has really calmed down, and it doesn't produce as much. So a couple more skin products, and then we'll move on to makeup. I have been loving this Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Ultra Hydrating Body Butter. This is the unscented kind. I've wanted to try this for so long, but I did not like the scents that she had. I'm just really picky and I didn't like them. I know a lot of people do love her scents, but I'm just a picky broad, so I didn't like any of them. But once I found out she had an unscented one, like I couldn't find it on Sephora.com, but I found this on QVC. I purchased it immediately and I love it. It's perfect for daytime. It moisturizes enough and it sinks in just enough to put your clothes on and it not be like slippery or anything throughout the day, but you feel so moisturized. And I know that this is a great body butter because I can feel it the next day. Like my skin is still really, really moisturized and I haven't been struggling with really itchy legs or anything like that since I've been on this. And it is very lightweight and it is unscented, but it's not a weird unscented smell. I know that sounds a little crazy, but you know how some things, they're unscented, but they smell a little weird? That is not this at all. You can't smell it, and you can put your perfume on top, whatever perfume you want, and it's perfect. So I highly recommend this. Again, I got mine off of QVC. Last thing is for self-tanning, and I've been wanting to try this for a while because I've seen like Carly and Nicole mention this, and it is the Tan in the Raw Ultra Drying Body Shimmer. First off, you can use this for tanning, but you could also use it like if you're going out and just want a dusting of shimmer on top of your shoulders, which is what I like to use it for sometimes as well. But this is really great. Once I self-tan and I let it dry for a few minutes, I will put this in the creases of my arm. I have a hard time with this part right here creasing and the color kind of rubbing around and looking a little weird. And it dries it and it makes it look so amazing. And this stuff smells good. I don't know if anybody's ever said that. This stuff smells good to me. Like, I love it. And I thought it was going to be really messy, but mine's not that messy at all. I mean, you can see there's just a little bit in there and a little bit on the puff. But mine doesn't get really messy like I thought it would. So I would definitely check this out if you love self-tanning and you're just having a hard time with like the creases of your body looking a little weird. Definitely get this because it will really help with that. And it still gives you a little shimmer as well. So I love this and I got mine off of Amazon. Where do we even start with makeup? Like, I don't even know. There's so much I have to mention. Okay, so let's start out with drugstore stuff first. Oh, there's so much stuff. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about foundations from the drugstore that I have been loving. This one is the Maybelline Dream Velvet Soft Matte Hydrating Foundation. I actually did a video demoing this and showing you guys how I like to apply it. Personally, I like to apply it with a brush. Some people like to apply it with a beauty blender and whatnot, but I'm a brush girl with this. I feel like it really blends into my skin and really covers my rosacea a lot better that way. These are great. They last a long time on my skin and they look really, really beautiful on the skin. They have a nice velvet finish. It's not like super matte or anything like that, but it's a nice velvet finish and it does hydrate the skin and it really like just glides over your pores and fine lines. I love this. I think this is like one of my top favorite foundations that the drugstore has come out with, and it's gonna be hella hard to top this for me. The last one is this L'Oreal Lumi Cushion. I honestly didn't think I was gonna like this because I don't like the L'Oreal Lumi foundations. Of course, I have oily skin, so those on me, they kind of just look a little greasy within like a few minutes, honestly. But this I really love. I didn't know how I would feel really about the cushion foundations, but I like it. I like that it's compact. I like that it's easy to work with. I just dip my beauty blender in here and put it on my face. I know some people like to use the sponge that comes with it. I personally don't. I like to use a beauty blender, but it's all about personal preference. You can use whatever you have. And yeah, I really, really love this. Like, it looks so beautiful and hydrating on the skin. I again did a video on this as well, so I'll leave that down below if you want to see it in action and what it looks like on oily skin and covering my rosacea. It's a luminous foundation, but it's not so luminous that you have to worry about looking super oily. Like, I do set this with a powder, which I want to mention the Maybelline powder that came out, but I can't find it right now. I think it's in one of my clutches. I'm obsessed with that new Maybelline translucent powder, but I'll set this with that and it just looks beautiful throughout the day and it just makes me look really healthy and glowy. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to use this in the summertime because it'll be hot, I'll be sweaty and all that, but so far for the wintertime, I'm loving it. Okay, for concealers from the drugstore, I'm kind of late on this bandwagon, but this is the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer and I got the shade Light Medium 30. I love this. This has really great coverage. And to me, this could be comparable to a high-end concealer. Like, it is awesome. It kind of reminds me of MAC Pro Longwear in a way. I really like it. It blends out very easily and it lasts all day long. So I absolutely love this. And another one I've been loving is this Wet n Wild Highlighting and Concealing Pen. I think this looks so amazing underneath the eyes. It like looks refreshing and it looks bright and pretty. I love this and I'm like almost done with it. And then the last concealer I've tried is the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Concealer in light medium as well. I love this so much. It just looks so beautiful. This with the Marc Jacobs foundation as well, because I've been using the Marc Jacobs one, and like I haven't used this with the drugstore products. I only use this with high-end. But this with the Marc Jacobs foundation is beautiful. It looks refreshing. It doesn't crease, and it just stays on all day. Like I applied this at 11 o'clock in the morning when I was in New York one day, and it lasted till 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, because we went out to a club and we were having fun. So this lasted all day and I love it. And it is more of a squeezy tube, which I think is great, and it's just so easy to squeeze on the back of your hand. Okay, so the last drugstore product I want to mention is this Ardell medium brown pomade for your brows. Guys, I love this. I didn't use it today because I used something else, but I love this. I have been tearing this up. It is so great. I think it's really easy to work with and and it's so comparable to the Anastasia Dip Brow in my opinion. Anastasia does have more colors and just a better selection in general, but if you can find your shade in these, I only have this one, which is the medium brown, and I believe a darker brown, but if you have your shade in this, definitely try it out because I think it's amazing. I love it. I think it lasts all day. It looks great on the brows. I think it's great, so definitely check that out. Alright, moving on with high-end products and we will be done with this video. The first one is one that I actually did not have high expectations for. It is the Hourglass Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder in Euphoric Strobe Light. And this is what it looks like. It's like their new highlighters they came out with, and they also have a little blender to go with it. I've been using this blender dry. You can use it dry or wet. But I love this because it gives such a beautiful glow to the skin. It's not like bam, highlight in your face, in my personal opinion, but the glow that it gives is just gorgeous. So if you have oily skin and you use a matte foundation but you still want a gorgeous glow, I would recommend something like this because it is stunning. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this. It looks so beautiful on top of foundation. I would put it on right now, but I have a different highlight on. But I love to just take this sponge, dip it in, and kind of just brush it here and down my nose and on top of my lip. And the glow, it looks like you're wearing a luminous foundation when you're not. It's stunning. Okay, this thing, I think I just showed it in a video not too long ago, but I have been using this non-stop ever since I got it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Face Sculpt and Highlight, and oh my god. I've had this in my basket on Nordstrom for like a year now. And I go back and forth with it. I'm like, should I not? And I always like took it out or whatever. I finally bit the bullet and got it, and I am wearing this thing out. The highlight is so beautiful. It's so pigmented, and the sculpting powder is just stunning. The sculpting powder is more of an ashy tone, which I love. And then this highlight shade, y'all, oh my god. Oh, it's so beautiful. I do have the contour on today. It's by far one of my favorite contours I have worked with in a while, and I've been wearing this out to the point where the letters are like rubbing off. So love this. It lasts all day as well. And I also want to mention a new brush I've been using to contour. This is the Morphe 529. I like it because it's smaller, but it's really fluffy, so it's easy to get right in the contour line because it is tapered. So you get right in the contour line and just blend it up, and it looks flawless. So these two together are my everything. Okay, so two more products. This one is another newer one. I don't know when my Sephora haul will be up, but you will see this in my Sephora haul when it goes up. And it is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Blush. And it's in the shade Hantzel and Gretel. I just got this, but I've been using it every day since I got it. And the idea of this is you use the lighter shade more on the apples of your cheeks to the middle, and then you use a darker shade here on the outer part of your cheeks. What I think is great about this though is you have basically 3 different blushes in one. You can use this side, which is what I did today for a really light blush. You could use just this one, or you can mix it all together and get a nice medium toned pink. So I love this. I think this is a great idea. I just wanted to try out one before I tried out other ones, and I love the formula. It blends out really well, and now I want like all the colors. So this is the NARSissist L'Amour eyeshadow palette. I wore this in my Sephora haul. I wore this shade right here, and this one. I mean, I love this palette. I'm thinking of doing a tutorial on that look that I had in the Sephora haul because I loved it so much. I think it's just, oh, it was one of my favorites, and I love this green. It's so pigmented, so creamy, and this black is a dream to blend out. I would definitely recommend checking this out at Sephora, dipping your fingers in it. It is stunning, and I will be using this a lot more. And I still have my little film on this one because I really don't like the look of fingerprints on mirrors. I had to take it off this one, the cheek palette, which is also really good, but I haven't used it enough, so I didn't really mention it in this video. But those fingerprints are just not cute. Okay, so those are all of my makeup products for this month. There were a ton, but honestly, I love all of them, and I'm so happy I found new products because I was kind of getting bored with what I was using, and I just love all of them. And also, if you guys, I haven't done it yet, but I've had these two just chilling back here, the Maybelline Dream Blenders, the foundation sponge. I will say I haven't heard great things about it, but if you want me to do a first impression, let me know in the comments below. I can do a first impression with this foundation, even though I know I like to apply this with a brush. I could still, you know, try it out for you guys and see what we think, and also with concealer. So let me know in the comments if you do want to see that. And I know you guys probably see this bad boy back here, the Boscia White Charcoal Mattifying Setting Spray. I'll let you know soon, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you don't know, I have a vlog channel. I will have it linked at the end of this video and also down below in the description box if you want to check it out. And I'll be doing a lot more vlogging here soon because I'm going out of town very soon for a while, so I can't wait to share these experiences with you. Thank you guys so much for all the positivity on my vlog channel. I love doing vlogs, I really do. In my day-to-day life, I've been vlogging little bits and pieces to like combine all of them because I don't do too much, but like exciting things. You probably don't want to see me go to the post office and like watch Housewives. But I have a ton of fun vlogging, and I actually got some new things for vlogging as well, so stay tuned because I'm trying to amp up my vlog channel, and I'll leave that down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Feel free to leave in the comments what you've been loving so far for January and what you're bringing into February because I love trying new stuff out. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Well, it's freezing, but it's okay. It's okay.